Welcome back to JEP, the Joy English podcast, where we dive into powerful ideas, one conversation at a time.
We're so glad you're here with us today. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Alex, your co-host and fellow explorer of inner growth.
And I'm Jamie, ready to unpack today's beautiful topic with you.
Today's theme is something that's truly life-changing. When things change inside you, things change around you.
It might sound simple, but this idea holds deep truth. It can reshape the way you live.
Totally agree. For me, once I understood this on a deeper level, everything started to shift in my life.
Same here. Instead of waiting for life to get better, I began to work on myself, and that changed everything.
It's like you stop blaming the world and start looking inward.
And the fascinating part is, as you grow on the inside, your external world begins to reflect that change.
It's not magic. It's energy. It's perspective. It's presence.
So today, we're going to unpack this topic together, share stories, insights, and tools that have helped us.
If you've ever felt stuck, or like life keeps repeating itself, this episode is for you.
Let's jump in and explore how true transformation starts within.
Ready?
Let's go!
Part 2. The inner world reflects the outer world.
So Alex, let's start with something basic but powerful. Have you noticed how your mood sets the tone for your day?
Oh, absolutely. If I wake up stressed or anxious, it's like the whole day follows that energy. Things just feel heavier.
I can relate, but when I feel grounded and calm in the morning, everything flows more smoothly. Traffic, conversations, even unexpected surprises.
That's what's so wild. People don't realize how much our inner state shapes our outer experience.
It's true. Even the way strangers respond to you changes depending on the energy you're radiating.
Right. I used to think the world was just overwhelming, but eventually I realized I was carrying that overwhelm within me.
Same. Once I started meditating and getting quiet, I found a sense of peace. And suddenly, the world didn't seem so chaotic anymore.
It's like life becomes a mirror. Whatever we're holding inside gets reflected back at us through situations and people.
That's why I always say, our internal world creates our external experience.
For example, when I was constantly frustrated at work, people around me seemed more difficult, more impatient.
But when you shifted your mindset and energy,
Everything softened. I became more approachable. Conversations got easier. Conflicts decreased.
that's powerful. Our presence influences more than we know.
It really does. Even in everyday places, the grocery store, the train, the coffee shop.
I've had days where just offering a smile changed someone's mood.
And days when rushing or stress led to unexpected delays or tension.
That's why it's so important to tend to our inner world, not just for us, but for the way we show up in the world.
Inner peace radiates, and others feel it.
When we heal inside, the world reflects that harmony back to us.
That's the real magic. We don't have to control the world. We just have to know how to show up differently in it.
And that begins with the inside job. Part 3. Real life shifts. So Alex, can you share a personal story when this idea really landed for you?
Definitely. One of the biggest turning points for me was after a difficult breakup. I was heartbroken and lost.
That sounds tough. What shifted for you during that time?
I realized I had been seeking love outside of myself, hoping someone else could make me feel whole. But the truth was, I didn't really love myself yet.
That's so real. Many of us go through that.
So I started doing the work: therapy, journaling, self-care. Little by little, I began to rebuild from the inside.
And did things around you start changing too?
Yes, I attracted better friends. I made healthier decisions. My life felt more stable because I wasn't acting from desperation anymore.
That's amazing. When we shift inside, we stop tolerating what no longer fits.
Exactly. I used to stay in chaotic situations. Now I choose peace.
I've had similar experiences. When I stopped people-pleasing, some relationships faded, but others blossomed.
The ones that aligned with your new self.
Right. And even my family relationships improved when I stopped reacting and started responding.
That takes practice, but it's powerful.
It really is. I used to get triggered so easily. Now I breathe, pause, and choose differently.
You created space between stimulus and response.
Exactly. And in that space, there's freedom.
I've even seen this shift in my relationship with money.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more.
I used to live in scarcity, always afraid there wouldn't be enough. But when I started practicing gratitude and abundance thinking, things shifted.
You began to see opportunity?
Yes, and money started flowing more easily because I believed I was worthy of receiving.
That's such a great example. The inner shift leads to outer change.
Always. Our beliefs shape our reality. Part 4. Practical Tools for Inner Change.
Let's talk about something really practical. What can people actually do to begin changing their inner world?
Great question. Honestly, the very first step is awareness. Before you can change anything, you have to notice what's happening inside. Your thoughts, your emotional patterns, your reactions, your triggers. It's like turning on a light in a dark room.
Absolutely. You can't shift what you're not even conscious of. That's why I always say awareness is the doorway to transformation. Once you're aware, you have choices.
One thing that really helps me stay aware is journaling. When I write down what I'm thinking or feeling, it all becomes clearer. It's like sorting through mental clutter and finding the truth underneath.
Same here. Journaling is such a grounding practice. Sometimes I just ask myself simple questions like, what am I feeling right now? Or what do I need? And let the answers come naturally.
Meditation is another big one. Even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes a day, sitting quietly and breathing helps me reconnect. It slows everything down.
Totally. That stillness teaches us how to observe instead of reacting. I found that even one mindful breath during a tough moment can change how I handle things.
I've also started using affirmations, speaking kind, positive truths to myself, like I'm enough, I am safe, or I trust the process. It felt weird at first, but now it's part of my daily rhythm.
I love that. I actually write my affirmations on sticky notes and put them where I can see them, mirrors, desks, even the fridge. It's a way of reminding myself who I want to be.
And forgiveness. That was a game changer. Not just forgiving others, but learning how to forgive myself for past mistakes, regrets, old wounds.
Yes, and it's not about saying what happened was okay. It's choosing not to carry the pain anymore. That release is powerful.
Exactly. It frees up so much emotional energy. Once I forgave certain things, I felt lighter, more open.
And one of my favorite practices, gratitude. It might sound simple, but when I take time every day to notice 3 things I'm grateful for, my whole mindset shifts.
Same here. Gratitude helps me see beauty in ordinary things. A good conversation, warm sunlight, even just the smell of coffee.
The more we focus on what's good, the more of it we start to see. It's not magic, it's how attention works.
These small practices, awareness, journaling, meditation, affirmations, forgiveness, and gratitude, they add up. They gently shift the way we see and feel and live.
And when our inner world changes, the world around us starts to feel different too.
Exactly. Inside first, outside follows. Part 5, Final Reflections and Takeaways.
As we wrap up, what's one thing you'd like listeners to remember?
That real change begins on the inside. If you want your world to feel different, start with your inner landscape.
I love that. And remember, you don't have to change everything overnight. Small steps lead to big shifts.
Yes, just choosing peace in one moment, speaking kindly to yourself, setting one boundary.
These moments matter more than we think. They add up to transformation.
You'll start to notice your relationships shifting, your work feeling lighter, your days more meaningful.
All because you chose to grow from within.
And that's the beauty. No one can take that from you.
So wherever you are in your journey, be patient with yourself.
Be loving, be curious, be committed to your growth.
You have the power to create a new reality, one thought, one choice at a time.
Thank you for joining us today.
We hope this episode gave you something to reflect on.
If it did, share it with a friend. Let's spread this energy of change.
Until next time, keep choosing joy.
Keep choosing presence.
And always choose you.
Don't forget to subscribe to Joy English Podcast so you won't miss our next episode. Bye.